Brian Tramel, RynoJB, Rollin Into Mempho.
Live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. STSPod.Club production. I'm BT and RynoJB, my partner in crime. He will let me borrow a dime anytime. There we go. Look at that. Woo!
Anytime. That's all I got.
Freestyling, man. Freestyling. How's it going, man? How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Just enjoying the holidays. It's another Saturday, so another blessing from Championship Wrestling from Memphis.
Amen, amen. I hope you got a lot of turkey, a lot of dressing. We don't do the family thing, and I had Cracker Barrel, so it was good. But my wife makes the best dressing. So
I got some turkey left over in the fridge.
Oh man, I'll be over there. It'll just put me to sleep too. It puts me to sleep so quick. So
yeah.
We just want a couple of notes before we get started. Releasing a Patreon clip every Saturday. This morning at 8 o'clock, every Saturday at 8 o'clock. This morning was a clip about me and you talking about the tag team award. Who's going to win the tag team? So it's just a small clip. You have to subscribe for $3. If you subscribe right now until the end of the month, you'll get 2 spins. That's right, 2 spins of the wheel, which is a wheel of, I guess I should call it the Wheel of Prizes. There we go. Wheel of Prizes. No new episodes this past week because we have STS Pod Light going on in November and December. We have the Record Store on Monday and WTF sometimes during the week. And next Saturday, we'll be right back here. We do have a holiday schedule, and we will remind you of that as it gets closer. Also remind you of 2 things. Subscribe today and get 2 spins. I want to remind you again. And tomorrow in Memphis, it's TV tapings. And I want to tell you, JB, I love this idea of SWOGGLE CLAUS. Is that the most awesome thing? I want to know whose idea that was. I have not asked. So whether it was SWOGGLE or someone on the championship committee there, just a great idea. Go get your picture taken. 12:30 VIP. Tapings start at 2 o'clock. It'll be 3 weeks of tapings taped tomorrow. I love it. I love the idea. And the Grinch is going to be there too. So I'm assuming you get your photo taken with the Grinch and the SWOGGLE CLAUS all at once. Last episode, I made a mistake, and it was even in our in one of our little clips on YouTube. I said Simon got pinned last week. It was not Simon. It was little Chris that got pinned. So I just, sorry about that, Simon. I got you a loss, and it wasn't even you. It was a little Chris. Real quick before we get started, remember it's a roundtable format. Hits, misses, MVP. What do you look forward to? Well, either next week or, the weeks to come. And thumbs up or thumbs down. Ryan, I'm going to start with you, man. Tell me all your hits for this week.
My hits this week, man, I got a lot of them. This was one hell of an episode. I'm going to go down this list. I'm going to try to do it pretty fast here. I thought that Peter Avalon was a hit. He brought a different flair and a different pizzazz, if you will, to the show that Peter Avalon always brings. The tag team, we've been talking about this since day one. The tag team division is one of the best tag team divisions I think is going, period, in professional wrestling. At least I'm enjoying what they're doing. And you just added these new teams. One with Ryan Piles, the self-made millionaire, with Van Vicious, and I forget the other gentleman's name, but yeah, Van Vicious and the other gentleman, they were in the match. I call them too proper. They're from a gated community where you're not welcome.
The elements of wrestling. There we go. That's what they're. Because I forgot. We both forgot that last week. So right. Too proper, but I like that too.
Yeah, they have that. He has that on the back of his trunks. They do, instead of doing the too sweet, they put up the pinky.
Yeah,
because it's too proper. From a gated community where you're not welcome. I love it. You have them, and Country Rock, man. Country Rock was doing the damn thing in there. That tag team division is just getting hotter and hotter. Walker Hayes getting punished, if you will.
Oh yeah,
beat down, man. I was there for that actually, and those smacks were so much louder in person. They tore him up. But that's on my hits list. So the street fight, the cameraman getting hit with the gun show lariat, hit. K-Tumor, hit. Anthony Idol coming out there and his promo beforehand. Oh my gosh, major hit.
Hey, did you hear him? Rolling into
Mempho.
Mempho.
Yeah. Rolling into Mempho. I thought I'd be right when he said it. The Dyersburg tribute that they had.
So good. Good.
I thought that was really, really, really good right there. I want to go. And then with the show ending with Brett in handcuffs. My gosh, what is going to happen next? This rivalry between Brett Michaels and Mike Anthony, it's reminding me of Stone Cold and The Rock. I'm sitting here like, my God, so what's going to happen next week? What is the other person going to do? Because, man, you got two larger-than-life personalities here, and what a clash, man. Those are my hits this week.
Yeah, it is. You know, we had Alan Steele with Brett Michaels first, and we had this whole chase for the belt. He is the champion. We had Anthony in the background during that whole chase, and now we got Brett Michaels. Brett Michaels is a top babyface, guys. That fans love him. That crowd was so hot at the beginning of the show, so hot during the whole thing. And also, one more time, JB, Mike Anthony grabbed Dustin Starr. So I keep telling you, there's something going to happen. I love the brawl, as you said, along with the finish. That I piggyback on yours with that. I love the ending with Mike Anthony in the middle of the ring. Loved it. You're putting the heel over. I will also say I thought the Country Rock Skimba Horns match was really good. Like the finish, we got a hot tag, but then he just rolled him up because we got a lot of stuff going on with Mikey. So him and hopefully Peter Avalon will tie up. I'm hoping we'll see that during those tapings. And the Walker Hayes whipping angle. Dave's done some things to Walker Hayes, and we know how this ends. We know eventually Walker Hayes is going to be one of the big baby faces here when he turns against Jimmy Blaylock and the other Hollywood horror show there. When he eventually turns against them, this guy's going to be over, man. I promise you, he's big. He's believable. You don't make anyone a whipping boy, and that's what they did. And he will eventually turn. That was perfect, by the way, too, because as I was watching it, after they whipped him, they put him in the ring, and I was saying he better not. He better just destroy somebody. He better not sell nothing. He better not sell anything. I was saying that out loud, and he didn't sell anything. he beat someone to death. So no, that's what it was, and that's what it was about. Great angle, Memphis Wrestling angle. The whole thing with Brett and Mike Anthony was Memphis Wrestling. That We Are Memphis Wrestling logo in the corner during the whole show. We Are Memphis Wrestling. That was Memphis Wrestling. Absolutely loved it. All right, man. We had some misses. What was your misses?
My miss was no words from the new women's champion. We got a new women's champion. We didn't get to hear anything from her personally about that, but hopefully soon. That was my miss this week.
Hey, I'll go ahead and say we should at least heard something from her or some kind of celebration from her, even if it would have been a videotape. Right. I do know she was in another show real quick after winning the belt. But yeah, we needed something from her. I agree. Let me tell you what one of the misses was this week. That's Jimmy Blaylock's beard. My God, what happened? He was gone for 3 weeks, and he looks worse than me and you. Okay, look, I'm jealous. I can't grow a beard. Is he a Witness production or something? God, y'all, get him, Jimmy. It's Jimmy Blaylock. I know his real name. Look, that's actually his shoot name, I think. And also, here is my miss, and there's nothing wrong with the angle. Absolutely love it. I just put it over. Kept saying. This is Memphis Wrestling. We are Memphis Wrestling. The end angle with the belt to the face. I'm being real picky, but it needed blood, guys. We needed some blood. That's just one of my things about WWE when they use the cage and all that. To me, you need the blood. Maybe they didn't want to, but I really would have. It would have been a nice touch for me. All right, man. Just before we go, a reminder, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. We are at STS Pod Light schedule for the rest of the year. We have only 8 more podcasts, but me and Rhino will be doing the review Well, it might not be every Saturday because of Christmas, but we will have one out every week. All right, Rhino, your MVP for the day.
Oh, I'm going to have to give it. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't make a decision. I really love what K Toomer's doing. K Toomer's just ruining the lanes and taking everything away from this story. I think it's going to be it reminds me of David and Goliath. And I think it ends that same way. But then also with Bret Michaels and Mike Anthony. This week, I'm going to have to just make it a tie. K Toomer, Mike Anthony, Bret Michaels. My MVPs.
Three-way tie.
Man, First ever.
First ever. JB, I'm just going with Mike Anthony, man.
Yeah.
All the audio, man, that stuff outside was the first segment. The second segment was too, but the first segment was so stiff. They were landing in. The camera was right up on them, and you could hear skin to skin. I was just like, shit, what are they doing? You know, man, it's tight. But Mike Anthony standing in the ring with the belt in his hand and the babyface handcuffed. How can you not hate this guy? I mean, you got to hate him. He is so good on the mic. The new music, the everything. He is the man. And here's the thing. Sometimes you got a guy that is going to beat the babyface champion and people really don't believe it. He is at a stage right now that everyone believes that there can't be a title change when these two guys get against each other.
Oh, yeah.
At any time, Mike could win the belt. Bret could win the next match. It's right there. I liked your Austin. I hate even saying Austin Rock because we know how big that was, but I understand what you're saying. Right. It's one of those things where you got two guys that are just jacked to the gills, and everybody knows they're tough, and you think to yourself that Anthony's going to can beat Bret any day of the week, and Bret can beat him too. So, yeah, be fun. Right. It's going to be fun. All right, man. My MVP was Mike Anthony. All right, y'all guys know, right after MVP, we do the question of the week.
Hello, everybody. Dustin Starr here, back with another question of the week. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I'm inside the Memphis Wrestling Wrestle Center, and it's looking pretty festive as we are ready for SWOGGLE, CLAUS, and the Grinch this Sunday, 12:30 VIP. There are still tickets available at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. And if you're not watching on YouTube, how come? Go to youtube.com/ChampionshipWrestling and watch the question of the week. And speaking of the question of the week, this week comes from CWFM Fan 45. He wants to know, since we have a brand new Memphis Trios Championship, who would I pick as my partners? If I was going to enter the Trios tournament, who would I pick to square off against the Hollywood Horror Show? I think there's only two guys right off the top of my head that would want to stand side by side next to me just like I would them, and that's the Posse. Oh yeah! Big Simon and Lil Chris, of course, they would be standing side by side, and we would absolutely whoop the Hollywood Horror Show. Oh yeah. If you have a question of the week, go ahead and put that in the comments, or go ahead and respond in the comments, and I want to hear what BT and RynoJB think of that. They know how far me and the Posse go back. I'll see you next week with another question of the week.
All right, man. Question of the week. I'm going to tell you real quick, as he mentioned, the Posse, the Beale Street Posse was Dustin and Simon for a long time. So they do go back. I loved his pick. I didn't know who he would pick, but I'm going in a different direction. Here's my pick for the Hollywood Horror Show. I want you remember me mention jacked, two guys jacked. Well, we got three guys jacked. Let's get Dustin, Bret, and Mike Anthony, all three against the Hollywood Horror Show. Who you gonna pick, man?
Man, give me the goats.
Oh,
they don't back down. Give me the goats, man. Young goats. Give me the tag team champions. They're ready to go.
Well, Dustin and the Young Goats. Hey, you couldn't beat that, man. That'd be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, make sure that we always like you to comment on the YouTube, which you'll be viewing this. And you can always do the question of the week by calling 501-232-1701. We'll put your audio right here, stspodclub@gmail.com. You can email it to us. It seems like now I switched from Mike to Brett. I don't know. So what do you look forward to on next week's show or the shows coming up?
Well, one of the things that you mentioned, hopefully we get a little action between Peter Avalon and Mikey. So I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm looking forward to next week, hoping that they get a little interaction with each other. My guy had a lot to say about his hair and mustache. I don't think Mikey's going to take too kindly to that. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
I wrote, Mikey is a babyface, guys. He is. The crowd going completely nuts as he steps out. 2 weeks ago when they did the win, the crowd was going, Mikey. The Skimmerhorns trying to hold him back. I want to see what happens with that. Crowd's really hot with him, and also with Peter Avalon. Amber and Skylar, what's going on there? Yeah. We had a really hot act going on. It's kind of cooled down. We want to see more of it. Amber's pretty much telling Skylar to stay home. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And also, with now I'll have to go and ask someone, and I hope I don't mess this up, but it sounds like that Derek King is part of the trios. They're not giving it to Anthony, so he will be the champion. Is that what they said?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we got Derek, but we got Derek still. I have no idea what's wrong with Derek. So I don't know why he's not working. I have not asked anyone. It's really none of my business, I guess, unless they don't put it on TV. But I'm going to tell you the whole thing with him saying it looked really good. It was real babyface. But as me watching wrestling for so long, all I wanted to do was say, DJ and Danny B's going to win the belts, and then Derek's going to be mad. So, and I don't know why, but I seen that. I seen Derek going, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, I mean, they'd be great champs. Don't get me wrong. But I hate to see the young goats lose the belts, but Derek turning on them down the road, it would not surprise me. Okay. So tomorrow, we want to remind you again, it is on the screen. Here on the screen. I still can't get this right. Right there. Tomorrow, Hornswoggle or Swoggle CLAUS, whatever what you want to call him, you get your picture 12:30 Central Time VIP, 2 o'clock, 3 weeks of tapings. Guys, this is just going to be fun. If you haven't got a ticket yet, go ahead and get a ticket. We also want to remind everyone that the awards banquet is December the 10th. There are not a lot of tickets left. If you want to sit with one of the candidates for the awards, you better get your tickets. You better say, I want to sit with the Young Bucks now, or Young Goats now, or I want to sit with Brett Michaels now. Do that. It's general admission's only $5, and me and JB's going to be there and having some fun. It's going to be a fun night. Thumbs up, thumbs down, JB.
Big thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Very good show. The last 2 weeks have been very good with the stories, and me and you are huge fans of both Brett and Mike Anthony. So it's one of those things where, as a fan, you get to see the stuff you want to see. So I mean, it's a no-win. It's got to be a thumbs up, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Be here next Saturday, same bad time, same bad channel, on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there tomorrow. And as everyone knows, I love